Welcome back. Chapter 11 and 12 are very much on the way. They are uploading as we speak. So I figured let's keep the momentum going and get into chapter 13. Thanks for sticking around for my scuffed reviews. It's different, but I enjoy doing it. I enjoy it a lot. Um, I can relate a lot to Louis Red Deer because I don't know. I'm a bit of a perfectionist myself, but I can't function being like that all the time. And I've heard someone give some wise words that finished is always better than sometimes finished is just better than perfect. If we worried about things being perfect all the time, we wouldn't get anything done. It would never be done. So, these reviews, doing it like this, it's just kind of like a breath of fresh air because yeah, maybe as I get into it, I'm put in some fancy editing, but I'm just talking about it. So sometimes the simplest way is the best way, and we have a good thing going, so let's keep it going. So let's get into chapter 13, Yin Yang Stripes. So let's see. I believe this is from Louis' perspective because he's surrounded on both sides by animals. Ah, there's the tiger from before. Louis! Louis! It's fine, I can get up myself. I Wait, there's one thing I need to know first. The look on his face, he's like, did I mess up the performance? How did it go? Did the audience see me fall? Ah, his image. That would be Louis' worst fear. Him being shown in a compromised position would be would be a huge blow to his ego and self-worth right here. No, when you fell, the curtain was already closed. None of the audience saw it. Oh, good. So, just for the record, it's 8 p.m. right now, and this is the infirmary, the doctor says. You have a stress fracture in your left foot, and you're not in any condition to take part in tomorrow's performance. Hey, Bill, why do you have to say it like that? Ah, so this is Bill. Ah, okay, his name's Bill. I like Bill. I don't know why, but I like Bill. Because I remember him in chapter 1. He was the loudmouth tiger that was mouthing off to the herbivores. I like him. He gives that impression. He reminds me of one of my fraternity brothers, whose name was Bill. So, he gives me. Alright, just from the brief scenes we've had with Bill, he's a guy who speaks his mind quite a bit. Um, he may or may not have any sort of tactfulness to him. He seems very quick to. His temperament is very quick to get ignited, and he's very crude and crash sometimes. That's my impression of Bill right now. I don't know. I just instantly liked Bill from when I saw him. I'm glad I have a name now. And he's Bengal Tiger, second year, just like Legacy. What do you mean? I don't see how beating around the bush is gonna help him, and this is Louis we're talking about. But still, called it. The head's right. You need to learn some tact. You're so intensive. Yeah, Louis actually managed to get through his first day on a fractured foot. Louis, that performance was amazing. Yeah, it gave me chills. We were having a talk about what we should do about tomorrow. Yeah, but we don't have any ideas, even though we came here to see you. What's this? They're taking pity on me. Hmm. I wonder if that makes him feel isolated. But that's just Louis' ego, though. Like, he doesn't like being looked down upon because of his complex. But we can't just cancel the second performance, you know. Hey, stop it. Why are you all pitying me? Stop it! Stop it! This is in Louis' head. So, we're gonna find you a stand-in for you, so you can take your time resting. Uh, um, hey, Is my broken foot an excuse to treat me like a defenseless creature? Ooh, he's taking it hard. No, we weren't. Don't break down. Calm down. I'm Louie. I'm always calm and collected. Sorry, I'm fine. That hurt. Alright, so his walls are coming down. Okay, so you see in the sheet right here, he's squeezing the sheet. He does not like being pitied. He does not like feeling helpless. I want them to get into Louis more because this doesn't come from nowhere. Like, he has a complex, right? And it came from somewhere. No one's just like this just because something's had to happen. It's had to have happened to Louis in the past. I'm wondering because it has to be in the past. Yeah, because no one's just like this for him his walls he even says himself, don't break down, calm down. Does he feel like crying right now from being looked down upon, being put in a position where he's being shown as vulnerable? Because this is a front he's putting up, this, always calm, always collected, very much in control of the situation, and this is how he is when he's not in control. He has no choice but to be in this position. I mean, he put himself in this position, though. Bill, I want you to be my stand-in for tomorrow. Freaking called it. I knew it was going to be the tiger. Glad I have a name now. It's Bill. Called it. You'll be playing as Atler. Do you think you're up for it? That look. Do you really think I can do it? Yes, of course. You're a distinguished actor in the team. And for most of all, I've taken a liking to your courage for informing me of my condition without any needless consideration. Bills, it shall be you. Yep, I'm really counting on you, Bill. You need to work really hard for the next 2 hours. Don't worry about me. I already memorized all of Adler's movements and lines. You should be more worried about him. What happened? Is it Legacy? Legacy, you think you can do it? You've got nothing to worry about. Your role is it's just a mook, two small lines. I've done the same role, and let me tell you, it is easy. This is a strange turn of events. What happened? He hasn't said a word. Will he be alright? Legosi's an introvert. Him being in the spotlight is something he very much doesn't want. He's a side lane. Legosi is a support. Like, if I'm using League of Legends terms, I'd say Louis the ADC who gets supported, and Legosi is very much the support. Like, his little short speech to Louis gassed him up, and undoubtedly had an effect on him, I believe. Poor Legosi. And Bill looks like Bill is eating this up. This is a strange turn of events. Bill was one of three actors who played as Mooks, but since he was given the role for Atler, there was one less actor to play as a Mook. Then we have the stage crew right here. This is a flashback. What are we supposed to do? There's one in the dance and actors team who can be a substitute. Can you find someone who looks similar to you and who has time to spare? Maybe someone in the stage crew. I've been in the drama club for 4 years. I guess he's ducking out. He's like, oh, don't look at me, not me. And he's upright, he's slouched over. He's like, oh God, please no. But this is the first time I had to be an actor. You should know how we're supposed to move since you always saw the action scene from your spotlight. Why don't we take it why don't we take it easy? This isn't good. I have slow reflexes. Actually, Legosi seems like he's quite fast. He's giving okay. I wonder if that's the impression he has of himself right now because he's a canine, right? So it's wolf versus tiger right here. Obviously not as fast as Bill, but he has good reflexes from what I've seen right here. Cause oh, Oh, wow. Nice, nice. Wow, that's the power of a gray wolf. You look happy, Bill. Hey, look, who's the bird right here? Of course I'm happy. I never thought there'd be a day I could go all out on stage. They are practicing, right? Yeah, they're just taking it really seriously. Hey, Legacy, there's no real reason that carnivores like us shouldn't be allowed to stand out. Tomorrow I'll finally get to show everyone that if strong animals live strong, they can shine like stars. I like how we see Louis right here. How this is framed. Louis out of the picture right now, right? But this is Louis' insecurity right here. This is what this is what Louis wants to be. He wants to be strong like a carnivore. And we see him framed right here, how he's sidelined this window, these glass panes. This is very much like Louis' jail cell right now. With him just his hospital room is his jail cell. He is caged. And now with Louis the herbivore out of the way, a strong carnivore like Bill can can take over and finally get to show what he's made of since, Louis is the star of the show. But the thing about that is when people come to see these shows, they come to see Louis. And I wonder, they're most definitely going to notice the change, and I wonder how that's going to affect Bill's performance here. Because I know the PR team is waiting for a disaster to happen on stage. I wonder how it's going to go. You're a wolf and I'm a tiger. There won't be any false pretense in our fight scene. Tomorrow's performance is going to be a blast. Let's do our best. So they're actually gonna mess each other up on stage. Bill's not gonna hold back. He didn't hold back with Legacy, but I bet that's cathartic to not have to have someone who's just as strong as you, and you don't have to pull your punches while you're performing because as a carnivore, they're like 10 times stronger than the herbivores. So I wonder if injury and stuff like this is commonplace in the school from a carnivore. Say like they're going through changes like puberty or something, and their strength changes, and they're not very much aware of their own strength, and they accidentally hurt a herbivore or something like that. I bet this is nice. Bill's been waiting to cut loose. That's what I'm seeing here. Yeah, we're both carnivores. I'd like to know where his positive attitude comes from. What's that supposed to mean, Legosi? Are you not happy to be a carnivore? It doesn't seem like Legosi is. Hey there. Oh, it's Els again. Are you done rehearsing? Hey, Els. Yeah, it is. I guess you're done practicing with the dance team, huh? Yeah, let's walk. Phew, there have been nothing but incidents lately, but I think the performance tomorrow will go great. I think so too. Bill's an incredible guy. I'm sure it'll go great. You're incredible too. Bill likes to act brave, but I think he's actually really nervous. When he was encouraging you, he was probably directing those words at himself so he can make it through the performance. I could see it. This is a lot of pressure, especially to put on a performance after Louis did an amazing job. That's huge. That's huge, huge, huge. And it could have devastating effects on someone's mental state. That's like the second who's always been a second suddenly getting the lead role like IRL. The pressure. I've actually seen what the pressure does to some people. Like I remember back in college, one of the students when one of the lead actors, I think he got like injured or something or got sick or something like during one of the nights of their performance, and suddenly the number 2 had to take over. And he like he gassed himself up every day. He hyped himself up, and he started taking like I think stimulants and stuff to get himself like pepped up before the show. I don't think it was coke or anything like that, but it was definitely something. It was definitely some stimulant, some psychoactive stimulant. I wonder if, because that's something real that happens with actors and the pressures they face. Even though this isn't like they're not being paid for this, even though this is high school in a high school setting, keep having to remind myself that stuff like this, if it's something they're passionate about, it very much feels like a life and death thing. Even though it might not seem big to you, it's absolutely huge to them because all eyes are on them. The pressure is immense. And so actors have to gas themselves up like this. So I wonder if Bill put this as a shrine and he was gassing himself up in there. Anyway, back to Ilza's perspective. That's why I think I want you to support him tomorrow in the best way you can. I'll cheer you both on. Legacy being the support. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Oh, I'd like to note something. This scene looks familiar. What does it look like? From chapter 1, because I keep having to remind myself that this series opened up with a murder. Like, Tim the Alpaca, I keep forgetting about him, but he got murdered. And Bill's being framed in a way that, yeah, Bill's being framed in a way that's oddly similar to the shadow we saw in the first chapter. So I'm wondering, I know a lot of emphasis has been placed on that, but it's in the back of my mind because Bill's on my list of three suspects right now. And judging from his height at the door, right here, Bill's still my number two suspect. I don't think Bill did it, honestly. Just because the frame is off. The ears are right, but the frame is off. I have my suspect of who I think may have murdered Tim the alpaca. And we've already seen him. My number one suspect. I already pointed out the shoes and whatnot. But anyway, hopefully there will be that plot thread will develop at some point. Wow. Yeah, you're right. Thank you. Oh, he's Lugosi's smiling. Aw, that's nice. Lugosi's smiling. Even Els notices. Wow, you can smile. What? Yeah, like any other guy. Lugosi. Someday you will be acknowledged by everyone. I'd love to see this. Anytime Lugosi's happy, it just feels so cathartic because Lugosi is a very dark guy, and it feels like his personality is changing just a little bit from that interaction he had with Haru. You get to see more of him, right? Sure, he was depressed when we met him, but small stuff when you see Lugosi happy, it's just take a moment to appreciate that because even Legacy says it himself. Like, I don't remember the last time I was happy, and for Elsa's words to resonate with Legosi in a way, um, despite his stature as a carnivore in this world that they're in, look, she even trusts like she trusts Legosi. They're out at night right now. They're walking together without fear of anything. Like she acknowledges him for what he is, or rather for who he is, because she's seen the good in Legosi, and she trusts that, and that's most appreciated. Anyway, continuing on. You're easily misunderstood, but everyone's sure to see you for the friendly wolf you are. See, I love that. I thought that was the end of the chapter, but it seemed like it from how it was framed. But I'm glad we get some follow up to that. Make sure the performance is a great one. See you tomorrow in the best way I can. I don't know about going along with Bill's mindset, but tomorrow I think I'll just do what I can. Freaking love it, cause sometimes that's all you can do. For him being placed in an awkward situation, very much out of his comfort zone. But that's how personal growth happens. You doing things or you trying things out of your comfort zone. You might find that, you know, what you do is something that you would like and you would have never thought to try it without being solicited to do it, encouraged to do it. So I love that. I love the interactions that Els, who's a herbivore, has with Legosi, despite their awkward encounter. And I'm shocked to see that. Is that my stomach? Yes, it was. Probably drink something or eat something. But what was I saying? Anyway, I'm just happy to see this. That Els acknowledges Legosi. It's very wholesome to see how Legosi can hold relationships like this when people get to know him. Because as Els has said, he is very much misunderstood as a person. He is he is friendly. Well, now that's my review for chapter 13. It's getting good. I want to see how this performance plays out. Um, will it go wrong? I can't wait to see. I'll see you in chapter 14.